أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. A leading topic on Taqwa, fear of Allah Ta'ala. There are two qualities. If a person has these two qualities in him, inshallah ta'ala, they will act as a key. It will close the doors of evil and immorality. One of the qualities is haya, sharam, modesty. And the other quality is fear. If a person has these two qualities in him, then it will save him from all type of evil, immoral acts. Haya means there's a natural quality in a person's heart. When anything which is immoral comes in front of him, there is a warning from inside the heart. So that is the haya. If you will care for it, if you value it, then you will act according to the demand of the haya, then it will save him from indulging in immoral act. The second quality is fear. The meaning of fear is fear, realization of harm. That if he has fear of anyone, it will help him. A child, he has a fear of his father. Student, he has a fear of his ustad, and so on. When a person has fear of someone, even though he may want to do something bad, something evil, but the fear, if my father comes to know, he will punish me. If my ustad comes to know, he will punish me. So this realization is called fear. It will save him, it will help him from doing that evil act. So this is a topic on the Taqwa. What's the meaning of Taqwa and how it helps a person from abstaining from evil, immoral and munkar acts. एक आयत है कि मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम बकरियाँ चराने के लिए निकले. Musa अलैहिस्सलाम, he was shepherding the goats. So one day he went out with the goats in a jungle. और ऐसे जंगल में पहुँचे जहाँ भेड़िए बकसर थे. And Musa अलैहिस्सलाम, he reached such a jungle with his goats that there were a lot of wolf. The wolf is the enemy of the goats. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम को थकान और नींद का गलबा हुआ. मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम became tired and the sleep overtook him and he wanted to sleep. But on the other hand, he was worried about the goats. परेशान हुए कि बकरियों का ख्याल करे तो नींद और गलबा ये नहीं करने देता. But he feared because there were a lot of wolves in the jungle. So if he went to sleep, and the wolves, they will attack the goats and they will kill the goats. और अगर सो जाए तो भेड़िए बकरियों पर हमला करेंगे. So if you go to sleep, then the wolves, they will attack the goats. So he's in a dilemma. That on one side, there is a worry about safeguarding the goats, and on the other hand, he's so tired, overtaken by sleep. So Musa al-Islam, he looked at the sky, turned towards Allah Ta'ala. This is the solution of every problem. Allah Ta'ala said, when a person comes into difficulty, help can save him. The person has connection with Allah Ta'ala, no matter whatever the situation, whatever the condition, inshallah Ta'ala, Allah Ta'ala will make a way out for him. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. That whoever fears Allah Ta'ala, Allah will make a way out for him and bless him rosy from where he had not thought about. So मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम ने आसमान की तरफ नज़र उठाई और अर्ज़ किया कि या अल्लाह, आपका इल्म मुहीत है और आपका इरादा नाफिज है. He made dua to Allah Ta'ala. He looked at the sky and said, everything is, you know everything, and whatever you intend comes to happen. और आपका लिखा हुआ हो चुका है, and you have written the taqdeer. Whatever you have written and fixed will come to happen. उसके बाद सर रखकर सो गए, and left the matter in hands of Allah Ta'ala. That you know everything, and whatever you intend comes to happen, and whatever you have decided comes to happen. Meaning, Musa al-Islam left the matter in hands of Allah Ta'ala. Like in Quran Sharif, the person who Pharaoh's family, when people went behind him, he left his matter in hands of Allah Ta'ala. وَأُفَوِّضُ أَمْرِي إِلَى اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بَصِيرٌ بِالْعِبَادِ وَقَالَ اللَّهُ شَرًّا. So Allah Ta'ala saved him from the harm of the people. So this is trust in Allah Ta'ala. So Musa al-Islam did the same, that he left the matter in hands of Allah Ta'ala. उसके बाद सर रखकर सो गए. After that, Musa al-Salam, he lied down and went to sleep. जब आँख खुली तो देखते क्या है कि एक भेड़िया अपने कंधे पर लाठी रखे हुए चरवाहे का काम अंजाम दे रहा है. And Musa al-Salam woke up, but he saw that one wolf is taken the stick and is shepherding the goats. And the enemy of the goats, he is safeguarding the goats, he is looking after the goats. Musa al-Salam उस पर ताज्जुब हुआ. Musa al-Salam became surprised and amazed, because wolf is the enemy of goats, all the flock is there, and he has an open chance to attack the goats, but instead he is shepherding and looking after the goats. तो अल्लाह ताला ने वही भेजी कि ए मूसा, तुम ऐसे बन जाओ जैसा मैं चाहता हूँ, मैं तुम्हारे लिए ऐसा बन जाऊँगा जैसा तुम चाहते हो. So Allah Ta'ala sent way upon Musa al-Salam, O Musa, you become as I want you to become, meaning complete obedient. Musa al-Salam, he was obedient. This is why Allah Ta'ala did this way. It's an example for us. It's a model for us. Otherwise, all the prophets, they are perfect models and complete obedient, completely obedient to Allah Ta'ala. So Allah, meaning Allah said, why we did this? We made the enemy guardian, we made the enemy the wolf, safeguarding the goats, the reason behind. Nevertheless, for people like us, it's a lesson that we become like Allah Ta'ala wants us to be, meaning complete obedient to Allah Ta'ala. Then, inshallah, Allah Ta'ala will become for us as we want Allah Ta'ala to become. You become like as I want you to become, meaning completely obedient to me, and I will become for you as you want me to be. Meaning that everybody wants Allah to fulfill his aims, ambitions to us, so Allah said, I will do that. المكاشفة مشهورة. written in a kitab that one rahim, Jewish alim. So he was famous in Mukashafa, meaning before what's going to happen, it would come from his heart and he would come to know what's going to happen. एक मुसलमान आलिम कहने लगे उसको ज़रूर कदर कर लेना चाहिए कि मुसलमानों के गुमराह होने का निर्देश है. Jewish, and he used to tell beforehand what's going to happen. So naturally, when some person has some special qualities, people turn towards him. People become such a person mu'taqid, and they don't look at his wrong religion. So because of that, the alim said it's necessary to get this person out of the way so he does not mislead other people. Because when somebody goes to him and informs him, this will happen with you, this will happen with you, this will happen with you, and it happens like that, and that person, he will sway towards him, he will turn towards him, and he will lose his iman. In today's society, we see that many people, the footballers, the singers, the actors, people, they admire these people and they try to copy them, they try to imitate them, and they close their eyes from the fact that they are not Mu'min, they are not Muslim, the ways are wrong, and their attitude is wrong. Because the quality they have, people admire them and copy them, and that is also part of it. So nevertheless, the alim thought it's better to get this person out of the way so he does not mislead other people from Islam. लिहाजा जहर आलू छुरी लेकर राही का कष्ट किया. So this alim, he took a knife and he dipped it in a poison so that it works quickly. And he went to see this alim, this rahib. पर जब उसका दरवाज़ा खटखटाया तो उस राहिब ने अंदर से जवाब दिया, ए मुसलमान, छुरी फेंक दो और अंदर चले आओ. So this alim, he went to his house, he went to his door, and he was still outside. He had the knife with him. The rahib, he spoke out from inside. He has not even seen him yet, but it came in his heart. He said, "O Muslim, throw away the knife and come inside." Meaning the quality he had of foretelling. Before even seeing the alim, before seeing the knife in his hand, he told him that you have a knife in your hand. बस आलिम ने छुरी फेंक दी. So the alim, he threw away the knife और अंदर गए और कहने लगे कि ये मुकाशफे का नूर तुमको किस तरह हासिल हुआ. So the alim, he threw the knife away and went inside and asked the rahib, how did you get this quality of knowing things before they're going to happen? Rahib ने कहा कि नफ्स की मुखालिफत से. Rahib said, by going against the nafs. So this is the root of everything. If a person should achieve something, he has to go against the nafs. Then he can get control over himself. More person follows his nafs, more his slave, more he subdued. Nevertheless, the Rahib gave answer that whatever my nafs desire, I don't give it to him. So my willpower became so strong that things started to open up for me. It's the root of the deen also. Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Who will make mujahida in our path, then we will open up our way on our deen for him. Same applies here. If somebody wants to come on deen, then he has to, because deen is against the nafs. 5 times salah, fasting, etc. is not according to the nafs. A person, if he follows the nafs, he will not perform 5 times salah, he will not fast, and he will not fulfill the commands of Sharia, but they're against the nafs. To fulfill them, the person has to fight against the nafs. More he fights against the nafs, more he will have control over the nafs, more he will be able to carry out good acts and abstain from bad acts. So he said, example, eating. So one is eating for need and one is eating for desire. So whatever the nafs desires, don't give it to him, just stay on the need. And this applies in everything. One is a level of need, it is necessary to fulfill it. And one is a stage of desire. The more person fulfills the desire, the stronger the nafs will become over him. And more person goes against the nafs, the more control he will have over his nafs. Nevertheless, he said, by going against my nafs, whatever my nafs wishes, I don't give it to it. आलिम ने कहा, अच्छा मुसलमान हो जाओ. So the Muslim alim said to him, become a Muslim. Rahib ने कहा, बहुत अच्छा. So Rahib said, very well, fine. Or followed, he recited the kalima. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. So there and then, the alim said to him, become a Muslim. He became Muslim, he recited the kalima. इतनी जल्दी मुसलमान हुआ देखकर आलिम ने कहा, इस्लाम लाने पर किस बात ने तुमको आमादा किया? So alim became surprised also, but just by saying to him once, he accepted Islam. So he asked him, what encouraged you in accepting Islam? Accept Islam so quickly, no questions, no discussions, no nothing. He was alim, he knew about Islam. राहिब ने कहा कि वही मुखालफत नफ्स का एहतिमाम. So he gave the answer, the same principle to go against the nafs. So because of that, I embrace Islam. जब तुमने मुझको इस्लाम पेश किया, कि जब तुमने मुझ पर इस्लाम पेश किया तो मेरे नफ्स ने इनकार किया. So he said, the principle upon which I am working, to go against the nafs, do that which is against the nafs and don't do that which is according to the nafs. So when you invited me to accept Islam, I looked at my heart, the heart was not prepared for it, and heart was not accepting to become Muslim. So according to the principle to go against the nafs, to accept Islam was against my nafs, and my principle is to go against the nafs, act against the nafs, and accepting Islam was against my nafs. So I acted upon it and accepted Islam. मेरे नफ्स ने इनकार किया, लिहाजा मैंने उसकी मुखालफत की. So I went against my nafs and I did what was against my nafs, accepted Islam. And I accepted Islam. The same rule applies to us also. If we look at ourselves, all the time desires in our heart, desires erupting all the time. The more the person will follow the desires, the more the person will become slave of the nafs. And more he stops the nafs from desires, you can't stop the desires. But whether to act upon it or not is in our control. More person fulfills the desires, the more the nafs will become stronger upon him, and more the nafs will make him his slave. And more a person goes against the nafs, and he does not fulfill the desires, he will become strong, his willpower will become strong over the nafs, and he will have the upper hand. It's like an enemy. That if he allows the enemy to do what he wants to do, then he will harm this person. And the other person is always on the lookout, he is always on his guard, and he does not accept the tricks of the enemy, then he will save himself. So usually we treat our nafs to be our own selves. Often we don't even realize that these desires, where they coming from. And we think, I am doing it, I'm free, I can do what I want to do. But the person does not realize that he is under the influence of the nafs. दूसरा दर्जा यानी जहन्नम में ले जाने वाली बातों से नफ्स को बचाना. So, taqwa, there are two aspects of taqwa. One is to fulfill the commands of Allah Ta'ala, and secondly to abstain from what Allah Ta'ala has forbidden. So these are the two stages. At first, whatever Allah has commanded us, we carry it out, we fulfill it. 5 times salat, zakat, etc. And secondly, what Allah Ta'ala has forbidden, then stay away from it. दूसरा दर्जा यानी जहन्नम में ले जाने वाली बातों से नफ्स को बचाना. Those things which takes us to Jahannam, meaning disobedience of Allah Ta'ala, the nafs may desire it. The nafs does not allow you to perform salat. The nafs is forcing you to go to cinema, etc. So the sins, they take a person to Jahannam and they are according to nafs desire. So on such a occasion, we need to control our nafs and not allow it what it wants. वादा बिन सामित रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हु से रिवायत है कि एक शख्स ने रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम से अर्ज़ किया कि कुछ वसीयत फरमाइए. So he gave example of how a person get control over his nafs. So one person came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and asked, "Lend me some nasihah, give me some nasihah." आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम फरमाया, जब किसी काम का इरादा किया करो तो उसके अंजाम को सोच लिया करो. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when you to do something, whatever comes in your heart, don't start to do it straight away. Look at the end result. What I want to do, if I will do it, what will be the consequence? What will be the end result? अगर उसका अंजाम अच्छा हो तो इरादा पूरा किया करो, और अंजाम बुरा हो रुक जाया करो. So, look at the end result. What you want to do, if the end result is good, go ahead and do it. And if the end result of what the nafs wants you to do is bad, harmful, then control the nafs and don't do it. For example, the nafs is desiring the person to go to cinema. So while he's watching cinema, he will enjoy it, he will have fun. But after watching it for 1 hour, 2 hours, what will be the consequence? That is a sin, it will take him to Jahannam. So this is the meaning. So Rasulullah is a very, very beneficial nasihat. Whatever comes in our heart, don't start to do it straight away. Look at the end result. If the end result is good, then go ahead. If the end result is not harmful, then control the nafs and don't allow it to do it. Person will stay safe. एक अकल का कौल है कि अगर तुम अकल को ख्वाहिश नफ्स को गालिब बनाना चाहते हो तो तकाज़ा शहवत पर जब तक उसका अंजाम न सोच ले अमल न किया करे. There are two qualities, there are two matters. One is our nafs and one is our aql, reasoning. So nafs, it wants its desire. It doesn't care what will happen, like a child. A small child, he wants his taste to be fulfilled. If he give him a box of chocolate, then he will keep eating one after the other. And he will not think what will be the eventual result? He will become ill. So the nafs is like a child. It doesn't care about benefit or harm. It just wants desire to be fulfilled. And more person fulfills the desire, the more it will get him under his control. And the other is aql, reasoning. The reasoning, it differentiates between benefit and harm. That this is beneficial, this is harmful. So, for example, simple example, cigarette. As a person who is addicted and the nafs is demanding to cigarette, vape, drug, whatever. So it's according to the desire of the nafs. If you look at his aql, if you ask his reasoning says, no, don't smoke, don't take drugs, it's harmful. So now there is a tussle. The nafs is demanding to take cigarette, to take drug, and his reasoning is saying, don't take it. So it's a tussle between the two. In between is his intention. Whatever intention he will make, they will become two against one, and that act will come to us. Hazrat Abdul Wahid bin Zaid, among the Buzuks. Hazrat Abdul Wahid bin Zaid से किसी ने पूछा कि इस ज़माने में आपके में कोई ऐसा शख्स भी है जो अपने हाल ही में बेखुद होकर मखलूक से बेखबर हो? That do you know anyone who is so much engaged in controlling his nafs that he does not turn towards people, he does not know about the makhluk, what the makhluk is doing? Like somebody very seriously ill, then he is in his own illness, he engrossed in his illness, and he does not turn towards other people who is ill, what is his illness. So we asked him that, do you know anyone that who is so much concerned about controlling himself and disciplining his nerves that is completely away from the makhluk? And usually that we forget our nerves and we more interested in other people's matters. He's like this, he's doing this, he's got this bad habit in him, he's got this bad trait in him, he's got this bad habit in him. So it takes the person like a person who is ill himself, but he's not concerned about treating himself, and he goes around other people. Oh, you got a headache, oh, you got a chest ache, oh, you got a fever. So naturally, he should be worried about his own illness, and he should be concerned about curing his own illness. But regarding himself, he is careless, and he is worried about other people, going around other people's illness. आपने फरमाया सिवाय एक शख्स के जो अनकरीब आने वाला है, मेरे में कोई ऐसा नहीं है. So this Buzu Abdul Wahid bin Zaid said, I only know one person who is such, that was so much engrossed in his own tarbiyat, controlling the nafs and correcting the nafs, that he is unaware of the makhluk. I only know one person, but usually we are more interested in other people's state rather than our own. जरा सी देर गुजरी थी कि उतबा आए. अब्दुल वाहिद ने उनसे पूछा, ए उतबा कहाँ से आ रहे हो? So one person, he came, his name was Utba. So Abdul Wahid asked him, where are you coming from? Utba ने कहा, फुला जगह से. So he replied, I come from a certain place. और उस जगह का रास्ता बाजार में से गुजरता था, and that place, to reach there, one have to pass through the marketplace. आपने पूछा रास्ते में कौन मिला था? So the Buzu asked him, who did you meet on your way? उतबा ने कहा, मुझे तो कोई नजर नहीं आया. So marketplace naturally is full with people, but he said, who did you meet on your way? He said, I didn't see anyone. Meaning he was so engrossed in his own thoughts that he was unaware who is there, who is walking, who is doing what. हज़रत शिबली एक दफ़ा हज़रत अबुल हसन नूरी के पास गए. These are the stories of the Buzuks of the past. So the Shibli, he was of the Buzuk. एक दफ़ा अबुल हसन नूरी के पास गए जो एहतिकाफ में बाहर सुकून के साथ बैठे हुए थे. He was in an एहतिकाफ and he was in a complete silent state, meaning no movement of the body at all. कि बदन का कोई हिस्सा हरकत न करता था. The body was completely still. There was no movement in the body at all. It's very difficult. We can't sit for 5 minutes in one condition. We'll move our feet, we'll wave our hands, but it was in a complete standstill position. शिबली ने फरमाया ये मुराक़बा और सुकून आपने कहाँ से हासिल किया? So Shibli asked him, how did you acquire this state of such a complete standstillness that no movement of any part of the body, the hands, the feet, the eyes, everything is like a sleeping person or a dead person? अबू हसन नूरी ने फरमाया कि बिल्ली से. So he replied, from a cat, that I acquired this concentration, attention, and control of the body from a cat. कि हमारे यहाँ, so after all, these people, they derive good lesson from anywhere, everything. कि बिल्ली से कि वो हमारे यहाँ पली हुई थी, कि वो शिकार का इरादा करती तो सुराग के मुंह पर ताक लगा के इस तरह बैठती कि एक बार भी उसका हरकत न करता था. The Buzuq said that I learned this lesson of controlling myself and not making any movement from a cat. That we have a cat in the house, and the cat wants to catch a mouse, then it sits in the front, the hole of the mouse where the mouse comes out from, waiting for the mouse to come out. And the cat sits in such a standstill position that there is no movement, there is no noise at all, so that the mouse does not realize that the cat is waiting for me. So he said, I learned this lesson from a cat, that meaning to turn the heart towards Allah Ta'ala, it is called muraqabah. So the same with the salat. The more we fidget in the salat or in learning our Quran Sharif, the more we fidget, our mind fidgets also, and that amount of attention and concentration goes away. And more person stands still, no movement of the body at all, more his mind will stay in what he is doing. इसी की तरफ रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम हदीस में इशारा फरमाया है कि अल्लाह की इबादत इस तरह करो गोया तो अल्लाह को देख रहे हो. So इस हदीस शरीफ also was ihsan. What is ihsan? What is the perfect state of ibadat? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that you make ibadat to Allah Ta'ala as though you are seeing Allah Ta'ala. Only example, somebody in front of the king. He is seeing the king. So the awe of the king, the fear of the king, the admiration of the king is so overpowering that he will not look here and there. A person standing in front of the king, he will not play with his hands, he will not play with his clothes, he will not look here and there, he will not talk with anyone, because the realization of the king keeps under control. So this is a physical example of it. So in the same way, the attention of Allah Ta'ala is in the heart. The attention, and it becomes so strong that as though he's seeing Allah Ta'ala, then it stops him from all unnecessary movements from head till toe. Such a person, he will not play with his hands, play with his clothes, because he he sees Allah Ta'ala with his heart. And the outward example is the person in front of the king. Just imagine they're given a chance to stand in front of the king. How do we stand? A complete standstill, no movement of any part of the body. और अगर ये ना हो सके तो उसका तसव्वुर हो कि वो तुझको देख रहे हैं. हिकायत है. So these are the examples of the awareness of Allah Ta'ala in the heart. And a person acquires the awareness of Allah Ta'ala, it keeps you under control and it saves you from unnecessary acts. हिकायत है कि सूफिया में एक शेख का एक जवान शागिर्द था. और बुजुर्ग, he had one disciple, one student, जिसकी वो शेख इज्जत किया करते थे. Because of that young person's good qualities, even the sheikh respected and admired him. और दूसरों से आगे बिठाया करते थे. And he used to make him sit in front of other people. उनके बाद साथियों ने उनसे कहा कि इसको यह किस तरह हासिल हो सकता है कि वो नौजवान और हम बूढ़े. So some of the disciples were of elderly age, more older than this young person. They complained to the sheikh that how come you give him priority over us and you make him sit in front of us, and in fact they are more senior, more older than him. पर शेख ने चंद परिंद मंगवाए. बुजुर्ग दिनों की वो answer, but he had some birds. He called for some birds. He told these people to bring some birds, ham, chicken. और उनमें से हर एक शख्स को एक एक परिंदा और एक छुरी देकर कहा कि अपने अपने परिंदे को ऐसे ज़बह करके लाओ जहाँ उसको कोई न देखे. So these people, he gave one bird and one knife and told all of them that take this away and slaughter it in such a place that no one sees you. उस नौजवान को भी छुरी और परिंदा दिया. And young the sheikh gave him one bird and one knife also. और वही कहा जो दूसरों से कहा था. And said, same thing, take this away and slaughter this bird in such a place no one sees you. बस हर शख्स ने अपने परिंदे को ज़बह किया हुआ लेकर आया. All the movies, they went away, after a while, they all came back, slaughtered, and they had slaughtered their bird. मगर नौजवान वापस हुआ तो जिंदा परिंदा हाथ में लिए हुए वापस हुआ. That young person, when he came back, he had a bird alive in his hand. He just slaughtered it. शेख ने कहा, क्यों ज़बह करके नहीं लाए? तो शेख asked him that everyone them slaughtered the bird. Why have you not slaughtered your bird? नौजवान ने जवाब दिया कि हज़रत कोई जगह भी मुझको ऐसी न मिली जहाँ उसको कोई न देखता. So the murid implied that you have put a condition that slaughtered in such a place no one sees you. So I could not find such a place that no one could see me. Meaning the awareness of Allah Ta'ala, the condition you have put, well, Allah Ta'ala is everywhere. So a condition I could not fulfill. So because of that I did not slaughter. It didn't mean that they took it that slaughter such a place no people sees you. And what he had said was more general, that no one sees you. So Allah Ta'ala is everywhere. Allah Ta'ala knows and sees everyone. So the awareness that the youth had the other people did not have it. बस उस वक्त उनको इकरार हुआ कि उसको ये मेरा बाबा अच्छी तरह हासिल है. So then the elder Mufti, senior Mufti, they realized that this young person has the realization of awareness of Allah Ta'ala is far more stronger than them. और कहा कि वाकई तो इज्जत किए जाने के काबिल हो, and they accepted in front of that youth that you are entitled to higher honor than us. अब्दुल्ला बिन कैस फरमाते हैं कि हम एक ग़ज़वे में गए हुए थे. A person, Abdullah bin Qais, said that we had gone in a jihad. कि दुश्मन नजर आया, we saw the enemy, और लोगों में ऐलान कर दिया गया, and it was announced to the people, start preparing, the enemy is coming and we have to battle with the enemy. और सबने सब बंदी कर ली. Everybody in the olden times, the battle used to take place in an open field, and they used to make rows like we make rows in the salat, both sides opposite of each other. So the both sides they made their rows. उस दिन हवा निहायत तेज थी. That day the wind was very severe. देखता क्या हूँ कि एक शख्स मेरे आगे है और अपने नफ्स से इस तरह बात कर रहा है. So this person, Abdullah bin Qais, said that I noticed that there's one person in front of me and is speaking with his nafs. He's standing in the row, the serve of the army, and he's speaking with his nafs. अपने नफ्स से इस तरह बात कर रहा है कि ए नफ्स, क्या तुझे याद नहीं, because he's in a battlefield and it's very likely that he might die, he might get killed. So he is speaking with his nafs and encouraging his nafs. कि ए नफ्स, क्या तुझे याद नहीं कि मैं फुला फुला ग़ज़वे में शरीक हुआ तो तूने मुझे अहल व अयाल याद दिलाए. So he speaks with his nafs like a person speaks with another person. He said to his nafs that I took part in certain battles, and before starting the battle you started to remind me of my wife, my children, my home, etc. और मैं तेरा कहना मानकर लौट आया, and I listened to you and I returned back from the battlefield. अगर कसम है खुदा पाक की, आज मैं ज़रूर तुमको हक तारा के सामने पेश करूँगा. But he said, by Allah Ta'ala's qasam, today I will put you in front of Allah Ta'ala, meaning I will stay in the battlefield, I will not listen to you and I will not turn away from the battlefield. चाहे तुझको ले, चाहे तुझको छोड़ दे, I will not run away from the battlefield, I will not return from the battlefield, I will take part in the battle. Allah Ta'ala either takes my life, Allah Ta'ala spares me and keeps me alive. So, and this person, Abdullah bin Qais, he was listening, this person speaking with his nafs in such a way. So Abdullah फरमाते हैं, बस मैंने दिल में कहा कि आज मैं भी इस शख्स को देखता रहूँगा कि क्या करता है. So this person said, I will keep eye on him also and see what he does. Did he fulfill his promise of staying steadfast in the battlefield? चुनांचे मैंने उस पर निगाह जमाए रखी. So I kept a constant watch upon him. बस लश्कर ने दुश्मन पर हमला किया तो ये शख्स अगली सफ में था. So the Muslims, they attacked the enemy. This person was in the first row. फिर दुश्मन ने हमारे लश्कर पर हमला किया. Then the enemy attacked our rows, our army. और सफ़ेद टूट गई. And the enemy attacked so severely that the people who were in the surf, some of them were killed, and the surf broke up. मगर ये शख्स इसी अपनी जगह खड़ा नजर आया. But this person who had made the promise to Allah Ta'ala not to run away, he was in his place. हत्ता के कई मरतबा सफ़ेद टूटी मगर वो जमा हुआ लड़ता ही रहा. That many times the enemy attacked and the people they moved away from the place, but this person he did not budge, he did not move, he stayed in his place. कसम है अल्लाह ताला की कि मैंने उसका यही हाल देखा यहाँ तक कि उसको ज़मीन पर पड़ा हुआ देखा. Guy says that I saw him that other people they moved away, the rows were broken, but he did not move from place. Eventually I saw his body on the ground, meaning he was martyred. शुमार जो किया तो उस पर और उसकी सवारी पर 60 या उससे भी ज़्यादा नेज़े के ज़ख्म थे. Afterwards, then his body was checked and the horse he was mounting, it was checked. There were more than 60 wounds on his body. हज़रत उमर रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु का किस्सा मरवी है कि जब रात को अंधेरा छा जाता तो वो अपने कदमों पर दुल्ले मारते. हज़रत उमर रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु when the night would start, then he would take his whip and he would whip his own legs. और नफ्स से पूछा करते थे कि बता आज तूने क्या काम किया. It's like a master, sometimes his servant, his slave, is not obedient and he does wrong things. So he whips him and people ask him, what have you done today? So he used to treat his nafs like an enemy. This is the key. Usually we treat our nafs as a friend. We don't realize that whatever the nafs says, we follow, we carry it out. One has to treat the nafs like an enemy. Just as a sensible person, if he has an enemy, he never befriends him, he never listens to him, he never follows him. Exactly same with the nafs. And it's in Quran Sharif, over and over that يا أيها الذين آمنوا عليكم أنفسكم وما أبرئ نفسي إن النفس لأمارة بالسوء. Allah Ta'ala warns us over and over again, Quran Sharif, don't be deluded, don't be tricked by your nafs. My husband used to say, by Shaitan he went astray and he refused to make sajda upon his salam. It used to say before Shaitan there was no Shaitan. What made Shaitan do what he did? Meaning he refused the command of Allah Ta'ala. He used to say it was his nafs. Because before Shaitan there was no Shaitan. So the nafs of Shaitan, it tricked him and it made him do what he did. So same applies to us. The Shaitan tricks only works when the person does not have control over his nafs. And the nafs, it accepts the advice of the shaitan, and then the nafs makes the person do what shaitan wants him to do. fear of Allah Ta'ala. We can see how much the nafs has effect in this matter. The more control person has over his nafs, more inshallah he will have taqwa in him and abstain from the forbidden matters. And this is something usually we don't understand, but simple, whatever desire which comes in our nafs, don't start to follow it, don't start to carry it out straight away. Look at the consequence. If the end result is good, then do it. And if the end result is bad, control the nafs, don't allow it to do it. Slowly, inshallah, this quality will increase and it will save him from being in a trap of nafs and trap of shaitan.
بحمده سبحانك الله وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.